All right, guys, this is Jason with Big Palm Logistics, and this is kind of a tablet overview and how to manage our tablets. So first thing, this is what your login screen is gonna look like. We're gonna have your username and your password. Your username is gonna be the first letter of your first name, your last name, then at otmc.com. Uh, there are cases where that will be different. If you ever forget your username, just reach out to your supervisor or dispatch, and they should be able to help you. So let's go ahead and log in. So the first thing you're gonna want to do when you get these tablets is you're gonna want to go over to manual tickets and hit reset database. You should have to do this one time only every week. The first day that you're working, go ahead and hit that reset database. And so what that does is that's gonna save all the tickets to your tablet if they don't get sent off. So if you lose cell service and your ticket doesn't get submitted, it'll save that to the tablet so that way you can do that later. So we are here on the assigned tickets page, and so we have two options. We can go ahead and hit arrive at location, or we can tap on this top screen at driver and tap on pick truck and trailer. So if you pick your truck and trailer right here, it's just a little bit better way to do it. It won't keep asking you to do it every single time you open a ticket. So make sure your truck and trailer is there. If you don't see it in this drop down list, reach out to dispatch ASAP, and that way they can get it changed over. Your pay is directly tied to your truck and trailer. So if you're using the wrong truck and trailer, or if somebody else is using your truck and trailer, it'll mess up your pay. So once you get that right truck and trailer, we're going to go ahead and hit save. So as you can see right here, we have our 4 loads, and I just did generic loads all at the same location. So right now I have this load right here, Big Palm Logistics. So say I don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and hit accept. It won't let you accept more than one load at a time. So make sure you're watching and you're going to hit accept to the load that you actually want to do. So let me hit pause. Okay, I went and talked to dispatch, and got that load removed right there. Okay, so I called dispatch and got that load changed back to unaccepted. So what I'm going to do is right here, we have our 4 leases that we can pick from. We have the name of the lease. In this case, it's my demo load and my demo offload. We have coordinates of that, so we can tap on that, and we could see the coordinates of where that's at versus where I'm at. And same thing with the offload. In this case, the offload and the lease are at the same location, so that way I can show you what's going on. Any notes are going to be right next to the load location, those 4 bars. You can click on those, and that will show you any remarks. We also have comments down here in priority. So make sure you're paying attention to all those fine details whenever you're accepting a load. So we're going to go ahead and start by accepting a load. It already comes up with our truck and trailer because we picked it from the driver menu. And we're going to hit save. So whenever we get to that origin, as soon as you pull up, go ahead and hit arrive at origin. If it gives you an option that says not near lease, that means you're most likely at the wrong lease, or we have the wrong coordinates in the system. So call dispatch and they can compare where that lease is at versus where you're at. So as soon as you hit confirm, that demerge clock right there starts. So the next thing we're going to do is we request that all drivers take pictures when they get to the lease to kind of prove that it's clean when they got there. There wasn't a spill. We'll use these pictures to kind of back you up if there is a spill to help prove that you're innocent. So you want to hit attach. You want to hit picture type, and you can kind of take a picture of what it is. So load location, unload, reject ticket. So that way there's some documentation. This just helps us protect y'all from the customers, because as we know, customers always like to blame the truck drivers. And we're trying to help defend y'all. So you're just going to hit take a picture. We're going to just hit yes. All this should be allowed. It'll come to a picture. There's a picture of my bed. That's not weird at all. Okay, so we have our picture, and we're going to hit save. If you don't have cell service, it will not save a picture, so just be aware of that. Always kind of be watching up in the top right-hand corner to see what cell service you have. You also notice that we had that bar that came down that said sent to server, so that's a good thing to know that, hey, that load was sent off to the server. All right, so now let's go ahead and do a load ticket. So we're going to do a meter ticket. So whenever you open, you hit your open time. Whenever you close that meter, you hit your closing time. You can edit these as well, so that way we can kind of keep track of how long it takes you to load a lease. If there's any demurrage, always pick a reason. If you don't pick a reason, our customers won't pay you or won't pay us, and we can't pay y'all if the customers aren't charged for it. So make sure you're aware of that. So we're going to say this is a slow loading process. Next, you'll fill out your information as normal. In this case, it's a meter ticket, so we're going to put whatever the lock meter says. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to say it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our closing meter is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, not 11 barrels. So let's do 1, 2, 4, 8, 0. So we're going to say it was a small load, 135 barrels. We're going to put our tank temperatures, 92 degrees. Gravity, 90 degrees, or we'll say, 42. Seal, 1. Old seal, 2. BS&W, 0.1. Okay. If there's any comments at the lease that you want us to know about, like, hey, there was demurrage at this lease, make sure you give us details. 1.5 hours waiting on pumper. The more information you give us, the better it is whenever we're trying to charge these customers and get the money to pay y'all. So just the more details you can, the better. So once we get all that taken care of, we're going to go ahead and save alert. So this means whenever you see this alert, it means we are missing something on that ticket. So we're missing some information. In this case, I purposely let this temperature blank, so that way we could go in there and I could show you how that works. All right, so now we have everything in there. We're going to hit save. If you have everything, this is the next screen it's going to come to. Again, we have our coordinates, we have our offload coordinates. I always say get those coordinates and put them into Google Maps on your phone or on some kind of device. And there's our sending load ticket completed. So that way we know our load ticket has been sent off. Okay. So once you arrive at the destination, it's the same thing. This arrival time is when your demurrage is going to start. We're going to record that. All right. Okay, and there it goes. So now whenever we're going to do the same thing. So make sure you attach a picture at the unload as well. If there's been a spill and it's not you, make sure you attach that picture. If that lack's messed up and you didn't do it, make sure you take a picture. The more detail we have, the easier it is to fight for y'all guys, and we want to fight for y'all. So go ahead and hit unload. That's going to take you to the same thing. We're going to have a metered unload, and we'll record the same thing. So open time looks a little different, but not too bad. So open time, close time, you can adjust those here as well. Opening meter is going to be 1, 1, 1, 1. Closing meter is going to be 1, 3, 1, 1. Ooh, nope. Let's get this right. 1, 3, 0, 0. Oops. 1, 3, 0, 0. There we go, 189 barrels. This will work the same way. If this temperature's 0, it still will say, but that will be an update coming out soon where you're going to have an offload temperature as well. If there's remarks, if you're waiting behind 5 trucks for 2.5 hours, make sure you do those remarks. A lot of our customers will refuse to pay any demurrage over 2 hours. So that means you're on site for 3 hours unless there's comments and it's approved by them. So make sure you're communicating with dispatch and taking good notes. So once you're ready to close out that ticket, we'll go ahead and hit save. All right, and so that's how you do your ticket. If you need to print off any of your tickets, you'll have your completed leases right there, and you can hit print. And then you have your DOT ticket. That's the one that you keep with you. Then you have your normal print tickets, which is the tickets that you leave on site. So there's that. So the next thing I'm going to show you do is how to force submit a ticket. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what happens if you don't have cell service. So right now you can see how this green bar where it has our truck and trailer number and the current coordinates, it normally is green. Right now it's red. So that means we don't have GPS data, and so that means your ticket won't be sent up. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and do another location. So there we go. Okay. Let me turn it back on then real quick. Okay, so we're gonna hit arrive at location. Okay, yeah. So this is that Big Palm demo load, and so those coordinates are actually different than where I'm at right now. You can see my current location as a blue dot, and the green dot's where I need to be for that location. So I am at the wrong lease. So I'm actually at. So I'm gonna have to call dispatch and have them remove this lease off of me, so that way it's no longer showing as accepted, and I can pick another lease. Okay, here we go. So we arrive at location. We have some cell service. I'm gonna start filling everything out. It's a send and accept order up to the server, so it's up there. And now I lost cell service while I'm on site and actively loading. So right now, if we tried to attach a picture, it would not work. So make sure you send, if it's a reject, make sure you send dispatch a picture from your phone of that reject. So we're gonna go ahead and hit arrive at location, and we're gonna start our normal loading process. Open time, close time, and this is a gauge ticket right here, I believe. Nope, it is a meter ticket. That's fine, all right. 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, actually, it is a gauge ticket. That's good. Beginning temperatures, we'll say it's 90 degrees. Ending temperature is 92 degrees. Observed temperature, 90 degrees. Observed gravity, 42. Seal, we're going to put 2. Make sure you always put your seal number, because sometimes operators will try and blame you for not sealing a tank or for removing seals, and we can keep track of those seal numbers and give it to them, and so that that way they don't kick you off their lease. So let's just put 10 feet. Okay, it's not going to let us put feet, and that's because we didn't select a tank. You always have to select a tank, or it won't let you proceed with the calculations for that tank. So make sure you put your tank number in there. We're going to say this is 15 feet, 5 inches. All right. And then top feet right here, or the bottom gauges, so closing gauges. So we're going to say 10. All right, 181 barrels. We're going to say 10-1. There we go. Comments? Any comments? Bad load line. The more comments you leave, the better. If there's an oil spill on site. If you're putting something like this, make sure that you have pictures of that sent to dispatch, so that way that operator won't blame you and won't try to make you pay for it. BS&W, feet, inches, quarter inches, where is that? Some operators do like y'all to put that, some pumpers. So make sure y'all kind of know your leases, know your areas, and that way you can help us out. Oh, shoot. Okay, here we go. So we got everything in there. We're going to hit save. Okay, please wait. And if you look at the top, it's gonna say not sent here any second now. Or you can come over here to driver, and you could hit unsent tickets, and you can see our tickets right here. So right here, 246-828. Right now we have no cell service. If we go back over here, it'll show that this is that ticket. So as soon as you get cell service, all you'll have to do is come in here and hit that blue save ship button. Right now we don't have any cell service, so we can't send it forward. So there we go. We got sending load ticket failed. So we can try again. So the next thing that's going to happen is if you ever shut your tablet off, it will delete everything on this assigned ticket pages right here that you've done that hasn't been set up. So right now we've done that load ticket. We can see it right here. If I was to restart this tablet, which I'll do here in a second, it will delete this ticket. It'll still save right here in the driver unsent tickets, and you can resubmit it from here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick just to show y'all what it looks like. Got our tablet off, turned it back on, driven away a little ways. I left our ticket at the station, and now we have cell service again. And so you can see that order we looked at is now only showing accepted. It's showing that we never delivered it. So if we went in when we first started and hit reset database, you can now come over to the driver tab and hit unsent tickets, and there it is. So all we'll do is hit that blue chip, hit OK, and you see how that popped up, send load to server completed. Now if we go back over and hit refresh, we should see that that ticket has been picked up. That load ticket is now there. So let's do it again. Let's say we arrived at the destination and we lost cell service. I'm going to go ahead and fill that out. I'm going to go ahead and fill that out, and then I will show you what's going on. All right, give me one. So we have our ticket filled out. There it is. And now it's showing delivered. So let's look at that. So we don't have cell service right now. We come over to the driver tab. We hit unsent tickets, and there it is. Then this is the unload location. So you have load tickets if it's a load ticket that wasn't sent, and unload ticket if it was an unload ticket. So we'll have to, whichever ones you see in here with the blue chip right here, you'll have to hit save as soon as you get back to cell service. And that can be at the end of the day, but at the end of each day, I would suggest you check this to make sure all your tickets are going through. And one way to tell if your tickets have been going through is you can come up here and hit the sign out button. And it says it must be online to sign out. So that means that we aren't online. That probably means we have some unsent tickets. So there's a tip. So let me go ahead and get some cell service back. So I got back to some cell service. We're on our assignments page. We're going to watch that truck demo trailer line right there turn green. So we're now online. We'll come over here to the driver tab, and look, it's sending unload ticket. So now it's sent. So if I was to tap it again, you would see that unload ticket disappeared. Currently, don't worry about the arrival time. Just worry about the load ticket and the unload ticket, because all that data is on there. And that's how you work the tablets for the most part and do force close tickets. If you have any questions, talk to your supervisors and they'll come to me, and I'll start putting some more videos out on training on what to do in certain situations for this tablet. All right, thank you all. Have a good day.